I don't even remember how I found out about equal rights advocates. This was the days before computers and all that stuff. In one of the places I worked for, there was a man who really harassed me, created a very hostile work environment. He would write down everything I did. He could observe me from his machine.
I experienced so much because of being so young and not understanding what was happening to me. I was starting to blame myself, kind of just going on this feeling of I wanted that attention. Maybe I was pulling these men in that worked with me to do that to me.
I don't know how he did it, but he got advertisements for pornography sent to my house.
I had been called a nigger so many times at that job. I had things thrown at me. It was a lot. It finally just hit me when I saw the camera looking at me when I was getting dressed.
It's just feeling like under somebody's thumb.
I couldn't be at this place anymore where I knew men were watching us get dressed and saying these horrible things and touching us, and just horrible. It was horrible, and it was my first job.
What was so powerful about Jasmine is she wasn't just battling sex harassment, she was also battling race harassment as one of the only women of color working in the workplace.
I knew that if I didn't do it, none of the other girls were gonna do it, and I had to make sure that we weren't gonna go through that anymore. I shouldn't feel sexually abused every day at work.
They were, 17, 18, 19, and they said, sexual harassment is not the price of a paycheck. And honestly, those young women led the case.
To fight for a woman's right is to fight for everyone's right.
There's no one I know who isn't touched by the harms of a patriarchal society.
We have to break out of the boxes. We have to be allowed to break out of our boxes in order to own our space.
I was nervous as hell to go into Equal Rights Advocates because I wasn't sure how I was gonna pay my bills.
It felt very empowering, if you will, to have an agency you could go to that would actually stand by you.
They were able to not just advocate for me, but also, Noreen was kind of like a mama bear. She would be able to really, take you in and make you feel like this wasn't the be-all, end-all. You are better than that.
She was a role model for me then, at 18 or 19 years old, and she still is, and that's exactly the kind of people that we're fighting for.
Honestly, coming out of that situation, if I didn't walk into that door, I don't know the kind of woman that I would be now.
If every girl, woman, and person was able to own their space, the world would be what it should be. And that's why I'm a supporter of ERA.
Owning my space means to me taking a part of the world and society.
I'm not asking for permission, and I'm not apologizing.
I want to sit up and feel fully dignified.
Disrupting conversations to put my ideas forward.
I belong here. I'm just as worthy of this space as everyone else here.
I feel like I can do anything.
For me, at my best self, is a true feeling of freedom, which means I can breathe.